now proudly presented on SNME. That's Sunday night's main event. Patreon and free feed.
We just people from the north side. Want some Timmy's at the shore fine. Winter ready on the four ties. Heavy traffic during 4-5. Gotta hustle on your own time. Color people every port side. We just people from the north side. Want some Timmy's at the shore fine.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Minnie host here once again, and I am back for another 5 questions. And today I am here with the amazing, the wonderful, the extravagant Shelton Benjamin.
Hi guys, how are we doing?
Okay, first question. What's one thing you love doing in your hometown?
One thing I love doing in my hometown. Okay, I live in Houston. Honestly, my hometown is where my bed is. So that's where I like to be, in my bed, either sleeping or playing video games from bed.
Okay, number 2. What's your favorite memory from WWE?
Oh, my favorite memory from WWE. Oh, you're gonna love this, because I have quite a few. It's usually on my social media, but every time I get to take shots at Mia Yim. Yeah, that's my favorite thing to do where WWE is concerned.
Number 3. What's your favorite thing to do with your kids?
Oh man, so I have 2 kids. Me and my youngest daughter, we're both musicians. I like to play the bass guitar, and my youngest daughter can play lead guitar, ukulele, stand-up bass. So we like to play music together. And my oldest daughter, who actually just graduated with her master's, we actually get along through animals. Like, we have a love of animals. So we all, actually both my daughters, but me and my oldest animals, and my oldest daughter actually got me more into reading. Oh, okay. She's a huge reader.
I'm a girl dad too. Girl dad tonight.
Girl dad.
That's really cool. Number 4. How was it like to work with Kurt Angle?
Working with Kurt Angle was like working with my big brother that was slightly less mature than me. Kurt is awesome. Like, I love him. Him and Charlie. Like, a lot of people ask about Kurt, but I have a much closer relationship with Charlie Haas. So just to be able to work with 2 of my best friends, 2 guys I consider brothers, I mean, especially coming in, that was probably the most fun time of my career during the Team Angle days.
Yeah, that's great. The 5th and final question. Do you have any other hobbies besides wrestling?
Well, as I mentioned, I love to play bass guitar. I love video games, and as I've gotten a little, what's the word? Much more mature.
I would say wiser.
Wiser. Better looking. I mean,
I feel like you and I.
We're bonding.
So amazing.
With every question, we bond.
Yes, we do.
But I've actually really gotten into fitness a lot more than I used to. I used to get a lot of heat from the guys in the locker room because I never worked out. And now that, fast forward 20 years later, it's like, okay, I got to work out, otherwise I'm going to use it or lose it. So I do.
Yeah.
I'm way more into fitness these days.
That's really cool. Well, thank you so much for doing this with me.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash the button, subscribe, and turn on notifications to get notified each time this video. I love you guys so much. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, your host, your boy George Guy, here with his twin brother, Shelton Benjamin. Shelton, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. I really enjoyed today.
Today was fantastic. So I got to ask 3 questions. The first question is, tonight you went toe-to-toe with Gabriel Fuerza, arguably one of the best unsigned talents in Ontario. Actually, I'm going to say in the world today. He took you to the limit. Mustafa Ali put him over earlier this week on social media. Did Mustafa Ali's comments reign true? Did Fuerza deliver on the battle?
Absolutely. As I said this earlier, like, big things come in small packages. And, me being the physical specimen that I am, when I get in the ring and I see a guy, his size, I mean, you constantly learn, do not underestimate anybody. I did it early in my career with Rey Mysterio. I almost did it tonight with Forza because every time I thought, it was a walk in the park, he surprised me. He came out, he showed a lot of heart, and that kid's got a future, as the old timers would say. That kid's got a future.
I love that. Kurt Angle, when he retired, that retirement match, I loved the Baron Corbin storyline. I thought everything was great. But I feel like there was a huge missed opportunity where they could have reunited Team Angle, and it could have been a 3-way. You, Charlie Haas, and himself, Kurt Angle. I feel like that would have been the best way for Kurt Angle to be retired by one of the members formerly of Team Angle.
I see no flaws in your logic. That would have been great. I remember during that time, I threw my name in the hat. Like, I would have loved to have had a retirement match with Kurt, and unfortunately, the powers above made their decision, and we have to live with it. But it would have been awesome. It would have been really awesome to have that opportunity to, take over as captain.
That would have been absolutely incredible. That's what it could have been, a takeover of, and then we could have had Team Angle 2.0. It would have been insane. The Hurt Business, arguably one of the best factions that came around during the COVID times. Everything was running on all cylinders. I feel like there was a huge missed opportunity, a lot of fans did, when they broke up the Hurt Business way too soon. I felt there was more story, more meat on that bone. What did you think?
I think exactly what you think, and I don't think there's a person in the wrestling industry that would think otherwise. The Hurt Business, we came at a time when the company really needed something. We delivered, and meat on the bone. I mean, we still had the whole cow to, it was so much more we could have done. We never got past the tip of the iceberg. So, yeah, definitely missed opportunity.
Absolutely. And for me, this was a full circle moment because the first time I got to see you live was at Unforgiven 2006 in Toronto in the ACC Edge versus John Cena. You were the opening match you were one of the dark matches against Super Crazy.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's just been that.
And you delivered on so many levers. And I always thought that you were so underrated, you were so underappreciated, and everything about
Pyro.
Pyro, it was amazing. Everything about your first run was so incredible, and everything about your second run was, other than the Hurt Business, was a little bit lackluster. I feel like they never gave you your flowers. Do you feel that way too? I'm not trying to cause any drama, but do you feel that way?
I don't think anyone's surprised that I agree. I felt like I had way more to offer. I definitely had way more to offer. A lot of missed opportunities, and you try. But again, the powers that be, they had their own plans. And as an employee, I just followed the plan. I'm not bitter. Obviously, I'm disappointed, but I'm not bitter because I've lived a charmed life. I've had a great career. I've seen the world. I've made more money than I'd ever make doing anything else. So, I mean, there's pros and cons to this thing. So I'm big on positivity. So while it feels negative and there's a lot of bad things or missed opportunities at the same time, I lived a great life. Like I said, I raised 2 kids. I never held another job doing anything else. So I prefer to look at the positives rather than dwell on what could have been. I look at what is, what I have, and the blessings that I've been given. And that's how I live my life.
I love that. And being a girl dad, both of us girl dads, you have one that graduated with a master's.
Yes.
I have one that's finishing grade 9 in high school. Now, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking dating's going to be coming around the corner. So if I were to say, have Shelton Benjamin come through and we reenact the Bad Boys 2 sequence, I would be the Martin Lawrence, you would be the Will Smith. You would be the intimidating factor. I would be the one that has you to hurt them.
Right.
Can we do that?
Definitely. I have that deal with a few of my friends that are girl dads. Me and Charlie Haas actually have that agreement also.
Dude, I could totally, we could come out, I'll drink milk like I'm Kurt Angle. It'll be incredible. It'll be insane. It'll be epic. And my final question, Destiny Wrestling, your first time here. We know we're going to have you back down the line somewhere. We hope to have you back. But what was the whole experience like dealing with Emilio, dealing with one of the upper echelon promotions here in Canada? How did you feel about all this? Your whole experience at Destiny.
I mean, my experience here has been very quick, but very, very positive. I have nothing but positive things to say. They've accommodated me at every turn, at all my needs. They got me here on time. Like I have nothing but good things, but good experiences, and I can't wait to get back.
That's incredible. This was bucket list checked off. I got to speak to 2 of my favorite wrestlers on my Mount Rushmore tonight, Shelton Benjamin and Matt Riddle. This is incredible. And Shelton, if I could ask one more favor, if you could look in the camera, give that gold standard energy and let them know you just had an amazing conversation with Straight Talk Wrestling, and they should subscribe because we, like you, are the gold standard. See what I did there?
Yeah, he is. Okay, let me make sure I get it right. Let me get the verbiage right. So
Straight Talk Wrestling.
Straight Talk Wrestling.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is Shelton Benjamin. You may know me as the gold standard. You may know me as a member of Team Angle. You may even know me from a member of the Hurt Business, one of the most impressive factions to come along in decades. And I'm here to say, God damn it, I'm here to say I've already ruined the promo, but I got so deep into it.
Straight Talk Wrestling.
Straight Talk Wrestling.
That's okay.
You see, and okay, this is where a little professionalism. Straight Talk Wrestling. This is the gold standard, Shelton Benjamin, coming to you from Straight Talk Wrestling. Say like, subscribe, share, because this is where, God damn. This is typically where I screw up my promos. And you know.
This is where the best interviews are in Canada. Shelton Benjamin can vouch for that. Am I right?
Absolutely. This is Straight Talk Wrestling, where the best interviews are conducted in Canada.
That's amazing. That's
amazing.
A huge. Look at us.
And
The twins are uniting. It's incredible. Look at it.
Twin powers.
Mirror image. Twin
Absolutely.
powers. Peace, love, and wrestling, guys. From your host, your boy George Mackay, and his brother Shelton Benjamin. See you next week.
Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and turn on that notification bell so you get notified each time we post a video. Alternatively, you can check us out on all podcast platforms and hosted on Podbean. We are also available on the SNME network. That's the Sunday Night Main Event Patreon. Please feel free to check us out there as well. And don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at _Straight Talk on Twitter, at Straight Talk Wrestling on Instagram, Straight Talk Wrestling on Facebook, Straight Talk Wrestling on TikTok, and of course, you can check out all our merch at ProWrestlingTees.com.
I don't need a nigga cosign. Without the liquor, you become a victim. You ain't never got a pole mine. I ain't messing with the